It's time for Makeup Monday. It's time for Max to get a treat. Now that we got all that business situated, I'd love to tell you about some of the products I've loved over the last week. Thank you so much for all the support for Makeup Monday. I really enjoy doing it. I think I should have started doing it earlier. Hopefully you agree. So these are products that I really love using in the last week or more, and let's get right into it. Let's start with the things that I have in my my stash that I used last week. These are the oldies but goodies that made a reappearance. And the first one is my favorite BB cream that I've ever tried. It's by Milani. And it is her BB cream. It's a, let's see, skin tone evener. True, very true. I use it in the shade Earth Medium. I have a blog post on this. I will link it below. This is just a really, really great BB cream. I have combination skin, so I will say if you have normal skin, this is probably going to be a better fit for you year-round than it is for me. I can still wear it now, and I do wear it often. I powder this in my T-zone because of that combination skin. I powder it, and it does stay. I use a primer under it as well during these really super hot months. But this is great. It's 1 ounce. I got this at Walmart. Is probably the most economical place to get it. They have a few shades, I think like 4 or 5 shades. Earth Medium is just the perfect fit, and I love this stuff. In the winter, I love it even more. I'm getting very close to being done with this, but I will get another one immediately because I love this stuff so much. So that's kind of what I wear on those days when I don't do a full makeup. A lot of people have asked me that. Like if you're not doing a full makeup, you know, foundation, powder, and everything like that, bronzer, all that stuff, what do you wear? And that's it. Definitely that's it. All right, next, another oldie but goodie. This is one of my favorite MAC collections ever. It was a collection called Heavenly Creatures. It was a mineralized collection. Those tend to be some of my favorite MAC collections. And this was great. It's one of the MSFs that came out, and it is great because I'm using so much orange blush that I need like gold highlighter. Today I think I used Spellbound from Mercier, but this is Center of the Universe from MAC. And I hadn't used it a lot, and I used it like 4 days last week. It's so, so good. Look how beautiful that is. It's beautiful to look at. But that's what Center of the Universe looks like. So gorgeous. I hope they re-promote this or come out with it again somehow, some way. I've never seen it at the CCO, but I pulled it out and was so glad to use it. I love pulling out things. If you haven't noticed, I love pulling out things, you know, that I used previously that I haven't given any love to. I love breaking them out and just using them for a week, and you just discover why you love something so much to begin with. Definitely. Now this I've been loving for a long time since it came out. I forget how many tubes I've gone to. I think this is like my 3rd one. This is NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. If you have oily lids, you've gotta check this out. This is a really, really good eye primer. It happens to be my favorite. I love the way it goes on. You don't need you need so little. And I usually do go overboard. You need so little. I like the little applicator. What I do to it, if you, one of my biggest concerns when I got this is I was worried about how would I tell when I'm running out. And if you put this up next to a light bulb, and I put this up and you can tell how much you have left. So just a tip. I learned that because I was like, how am I going to tell? Because that's my biggest fear. When I really like something, I'm like, when am I going to run out? When is it going to be gone? When am I going to not have any more left? And I'll wake up in the morning and I'll try to use it and there won't be any more left. Like I don't have other eye primers, you know? But anyway, this is really, really great stuff. If you have oily lids, you should definitely check it out. I kind of have normal lids. I have an oily T-zone, but normal lids. But this is still fantastic. My shadows always look beautiful. Any kind of shadow, cream, powder, everything looks beautiful laid over top of it, and it stays all day. All right, these are 2 lipsticks I have to tell you about. I did a blog post on these, and I will link it below. Rimmel already had a great lipstick line in the, what are these called? Moisture Renew lipsticks. I already like them. I have a bunch of favorite colors, As You Want Victoria, Back to Fuchsia, Violet Pop. They redid the Moisture Renew lipsticks. And a lot of those colors like Back to Fuchsia and As You Want Victoria are in the new line of lipsticks, Moisture Renew lipsticks. They've changed the packaging. This is what the packaging looks like now. If you want to check my blog post, if you want to see the difference between the old packaging and the new packaging, I have a picture of that in my blog post that I'm linking below. But these, they have the same, some of the same colors and new colors. So these are two that I got and I love them. Okay, the first one is Mayfair Red Lady, number 510. Mayfair Red Lady. This is the gorgeous red that I've been wearing out lately. I've been testing out so many, you know, the Milani eyeshadows. That's probably the video before this one. And okay, I just barely glided this over my hand and look at that color. They are so smooth and pigmented. Oh, these make me so excited. I got a 20% off Ulta coupon in the mail. I already put a couple of these in there. A couple of colors I don't have in there because amazing. Okay, so that was the Mayfair Red Lady, gorgeous red. Now this one I wore in a video last week. A lot of you liked it. It's called In Love with Ginger. So it's a pretty orange. It's number 660. Look at that orange. Really, really pretty. They have a decent number of bright colors, not a lot. So if you like, you know, more nudish type things, light pinks, that kind of thing, they have that. They have, I think they have more colors than they did before. I mean, just eyeballing the display that I saw at Walgreens, it definitely looked like they have more colors than they had before. So right on top is the orange, In Love with Ginger. So it looks to me, you know, just eyeballing it again, I don't know for a fact, but it looks like they have more Moisture Renew colors than they did before. They did a nice mixture of new colors and some of the old favorites. Like I'm very tempted for those two that I really love, As You Want Victoria and Back to Fuchsia. I'm really tempted to get the new formula, but I will not. It's a light formula. The only bad point I will say is because it's just so smooth and moisturizing, super moisturizing. Oh, all day long it feels moisturizing on your lips. The only thing I will say is it does get outside my lip lines, especially the red, so I do kind of watch it for that. But other than that, all day perfect. I ate a hamburger and I think after the hamburger I needed to touch up a little bit, but it does last through most drinks and everything. It does, you know, get on your coffee, you know, the rims and everything like that. It does do that because it's a very, very moisturizing formula, but I will take it because it is fabulous. I'm so excited about that. And I have two more colors in my Ulta cart. Everybody always asks me, I think I've done a bunch of videos and I think every week at least 3 or 4 people ask me what I do to my teeth to keep them white. And it's a really simple answer and everybody's never satisfied. But I will tell you what I use and it's not that expensive. It's Colgate Optic White. This is probably, I got a fresh tube because I get the 3-pack at the like Costco or whatever, but this is the new one that I'm about to start using because my old one I wasn't going to show you because it looks really bad. But anyway, that'll probably be my 4th tube. This will probably be my 5th tube. That's all I use. No other products, you know, that kind of address white. I use mouthwash and everything, but that's like Listerine. It's nothing that, you know, helps with, you know, the color of the teeth. That's all I use is that Optic White toothpaste, and I love it. So it's a real simple thing. But I always get questions about that, so I thought I'd talk about that a little bit. All right, this is another. These are some good drugstore things, and we're going to get into more high-end things. This is such a great lip gloss, and it was really helpful to me last week. It's a favorite. I have a blog post on this, and I will link it below if you want to see it on my lips. This is by NYC. It's their Liquid Lip Shine in Honey on the Hudson. I think Nude York City is one of their most popular colors, but this is my favorite. I like that one too, but I like this one a little more. It has a little more color to it. And this came into play a lot last week because I was using those Bella eyeshadows from Milani. I have the Bella Emerald on my eyes now and the black. And I was using a lot of deeper colors, so this was a great lip color that got a lot of use last week because I had very strong eye looks, you know, purples and things like that, greens and things like that, and purples, greens, blues, and I needed kind of a nice neutral kind of a lip color, nudie kind of a lip color, and I love that. So that's a great, great color. Another thing that I pulled out that I haven't used since I have used it here and there, but I pulled it out again to use much more since I reviewed it on the chopping block, is from NARS. It's their bronzer highlight duo, and I always say the name wrong, so I'll let you look at it there. And this is the deepest one. I think they have 3 different color combos. And I'm not as crazy about this kind of like highlight, but I am crazy about this. This is like the perfect color. Now, just as a reminder, I am a MAC NC50, so this is kind of the perfect, not too deep, not too light, bronzing color for me. So I pulled this out and I used it a lot last week. I love this. It's a really, really great fit for me color wise. So I encourage you to check it out. As like with the NARS eye primer, not cheap, so definitely check it out at the store, swatch it, see if it's a good fit for your color, for, you know, the color that you are. See if it's a good fit before you invest, but I really, really like it. Now, this was sent to me a couple weeks ago. I was really excited about these. I put these on Instagram because they're great for the fall collection for Lorac. I just love them. And they were nice enough to send me a couple of their new Pro colors. Now, these are $16, and I've seen them on the Ulta site. They've been there for a minute. And definitely I would say swatch these. These are great for fall. I liked using them and testing them out. One of the really big benefits, I'll show you the first one, is these are matte lip colors, and this is the color Ruby. Oh, it's such a beautiful red. I was so excited when I opened my package. I saw Ruby. I was like, oh! So let me just tell you the benefits to these. Smooth. They go on butter smooth. Butter smooth. I thought it would be bad as far as this wasn't wider like a lipstick, and it turns out to be the best thing, because when you think of red, or when I think of red, I think of, like I was talking about earlier, the bleeding. This is the perfect shape because you can kind of, I would outline my lips and then color them in. This stays so well during the day. It isn't a dry formula. It doesn't suck, you know, the moisture out of your lips, which is key. The color stays perfect so long. Like, I don't even think I really seriously needed to touch up, like at any point, even after meals. I think the day I ate pasta, I needed to touch up the second one I'll show you, you know, because it was greasy. But other than that, I really didn't need to touch up. This just stayed amazingly well. I mean, I went through a whole day and I hardly even had to look at it. So if you like kind of set it and forget it colors, check these out. Again, they're $16. I showed you Ruby, and the other color that a lot of people are going to like, I think, my purple girls are going to like the Violet. Violet is gorgeous. Let me show you that color swatch. Look at that. It's really pretty. Now, do these remind you of the L'Oreal? They remind me of the L'Oreals that came out limited edition. So that's the color. So isn't that gorgeous? Oh, now they do have, because they say Pro Matte or matte lip color, so they do have a matte finish. I wore the matte, and then I put a little lip gloss over them. And what was nice, if you do like to layer because you are afraid of color fading and that kind of a thing, and maybe you want more moisture that a lip gloss can give you, I can tell you that putting a lip gloss over top of these really just helped for like almost bulletproof like color throughout the day. I would almost recommend that, you know, depending on, you know, what your needs are, putting something over top of it that is really, really nice and glossy. The purple, I had so much fun putting colors over that. Not that they weren't fine alone and I wore them alone, but I put a little lip gloss over that purple and it just looked amazing all day. It just really was a great, you know, a base for color. So if you don't think you like a matte color all of the time on your lips, like all day long, consider them as like a base for, you know, what you can put over top of them, which I know is like a stretch for a lot of people, but I gotta tell you, it was one of my favorite things to do with them. I did like them alone. That red is really badass on its own alone, but you put a little red gloss over top of it and it's amazing because the depth of color, if that makes sense, was amazing. All right, let me tell you about something new that I tried. It's Urban Decay's Perversion Mascara, and I have it on right now. And I gotta tell you, I really, really like this mascara. Let me show you the brush. One of the things that I really like about this, I've never really liked an Urban Decay mascara before. One of the things that I really enjoyed about this that made it so good to me is I could put layer upon layer upon layer. I'm that kind of girl. I could just go. This is like three or four layers of mascara, and it isn't the most super volumizing thing in the world, but I would definitely buy this again. The color is super black. I'm a big fan of that. I don't like kind of a wimpy black shade. It's super black, and I really, really like this. This is the only mascara from them that I've ever liked. I like the packaging. I like the wand. I would definitely buy this again. It retails for around $22, so I would say for people that don't want to get those $30 mascaras like Dior, I love Dior mascara, Dior, Chanel, those mascaras that are $30, YSLs, all of those, if you don't want to get that, this might be something that's kind of good that you like, that you could get a discount on, say if you had an Ulta 20% off coupon, you know, and when Sephora does their VIB sales and all of that kind of stuff. Consider that mascara, because it's going to be, even if you get like 20% off, it's still going to be a high-end performing mascara, but you can get it for less. So consider it for something like that if you don't want to just out and out buy it. Not that the drugstore doesn't have the best mascara in the world. I also wanted to mention my MAC 219 brush. This is a great like pencil brush that I love using in the inner corners. I put some gold in the inner corner of my eyes today, and I keep on doing that, and I love this brush for that. Now you don't need the MAC 219 because it's pretty expensive, but just look at my dirty brush and notice the shape of it, and you can get something else from another brand in this shape. So just look at the shape if you don't want the 219 from MAC. You don't want to pay MAC prices, I get it. But look for something in that shape, and it just right under, lower lid, beautiful. Now, I need your help here. This is another product. It's Dior's Purifying Toning Lotion. I'm trying to keep up with my skincare updates on the things I got, because I got a lot of skincare around my birthday, and I want to tell you about what I think about some of these things. I really like this. It smells very, very fragrant, which might turn, you know, people off, but I love it. It's a high-end toner. Can you recommend a toner that you like? Maybe if you have combination skin, sensitive skin, recommend a toner to me that I should try, because I love this and I'm going to use every last drop, but I haven't really used toners before, and this has gotten me into toner mode, but I don't think I'm gonna just keep buying these, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, if you could help, that would be great. All right, guys, so that is it for Makeup Monday. That's enough, right? Oh my gosh. Have a great week. Thank you so much for joining me, and thanks for commenting, thumbsing up if you liked the video, all of that. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. I will see you very soon for another video. Bye-bye.